To say I'm excited is an understatement. Today is the day, guys. It is off to the paint shop. Welcome back to the channel and a new video. Guys, there's nothing more to say. Let's get it there, get it unloaded. I can't wait to see this one in colour. So guys, I didn't show a car vertical in the first video of this car, and quite a lot of you said, is there an issue with it because you didn't show it? And absolutely no issues. I wouldn't have bought it if there was. Because a car like this and the value it is, really you do want it to be clear. It's contradicting myself really. I would have bought it, but not for the money that I bought it for. So theft, green okay, odometer green okay, financial and legal okay, damage okay. Of course, Car Vertical now has an app and is improved. There's also that handy little message button down the bottom right hand side there if you do get stuck with anything. The bit I want to concentrate on just for this check very quickly is the odometer, and you can see there it's all going in the correct direction. There's no dips in it at all. The next bit I want to go to, and the reason why I bought this car, is timeline. 13 records found, and you can see there it was manufactured on April 1985, and if you scroll through, ownership change, another one there, ownership change, failed an MOT inspection, MOT there, another ownership change, another MOT, and I think there's actually one more on it. This vehicle has 4 previous owners, guys, so I am the 5th owner, and finding one of these cars with little owners like that, with no problems with the mileage, never been involved in an accident, is quite hard. So I want to thank Car Vertical once again for the continued support on the channel. Guys, to benefit from a discount off your check, use the code up on screen now, or there's a link in the description. Well, as you can see, guys, the car is painted. I've still not seen it. That is just what was sent to me, and I believe Simon painted it on Saturday. And on Saturday, I actually had Stuart here getting on with the bits. So it's the same thing. He's preparing all the bits here, and then I'll take him over for paint. He's done, you can see, the 2 rear wheel arches, the spoiler, front valance, the tow and eye cover, and the 2 side skirts. So 2 more side skirt, 2 more wheel arches to do, 2 bumpers to do, 4 end caps, mirror caps, and I think that's just about it. But being the Monday morning straight after, Stuart's just texted me and said, bring the rest of the bits over. I'm gonna finish them at the yard because this Saturday I'm at a wedding, so you won't be watching it in order that it's being done anyway. He's just said to me, Rob, bring over the glass, we want to fit it, which is fantastic news for me because I've been kind of scared about actually scratching it once it's back from paint. So they're going to fit all the glass, and I think I said in the previous video, they want to fit the kit as soon as it's been baked, so it's warm and it's going to fit the car a lot nicer. So I'm going to run this all over there and finally get the first look at the car now it's had a fresh coat of paint. What Stuart did say is these bits are in exceptional condition. They haven't had any filler work or anything before. There's a couple of stone chips in the front balance, and he's had to put a little bit of filler in one of the rear side skirts, and that is off that driver's side rear quarter that was horrible. They'd actually bent the side skirt to fit it, so he's reshaped that and put a little bit of filler in it. Anyway, let's get it all loaded in the van and get it dropped off. Right, I think that's enough. And I know none of you have ever seen the reg, and a lot of people said, is it an 85B, Rob, or an 86C? It is an 85B reg. So I've got 2 bumpers, 4 end caps, rear spoiler, front grille, 4 wheel arches, front balance, the cap for the front balance, 2 rear lights and the sunroof. The only thing that I do need to take, and I can't actually find them, so I'm going to have to ring the chap I bought it off, is the pair of wing mirrors, because they're going to need painting as well. So I'll get on the phone to him. In the meantime, let's get this dropped off over there and have a look at it. Just turning the lights off for us. There we go. Guys, look at that shine. This whole side has been mopped, wet flatted and polished. You can see a bit of residue on there. I don't want to touch it actually. I don't want it to get scratched. You can see me in there. Look how lovely that looks. I've just dropped over those other bits, and he's in the middle of actually flattening this side. You can see this side is all flatted down. There's no reflection in there. I'm not going to get in their way, guys. I'm going to leave them to crack on with it. So I'll drop these bits over. They're actually building the car up. I've just seen it for the first time. Passenger door handles in and various other bits, but all lined up there. Look, got my 4 bumper corners, inserts for the bumper, insert there, cover, side skirts. Just obviously this is as much as they can actually get in here. He said he's just going to go around, have a tidy up in here, wet the floor, give these a wipe over, and he's going to start the process of painting them. And it looks like my bumpers are getting done inside and out, so that's nice. Let's let him crack on with it. And there we go. I've collected it. It's on the back of the truck. It was a bit of a nightmare to get it on. Now it's got the front balance on there, but a lot of you are going to say, Rob, you took it for a respray, it's back together. And yes, the guys have put lots and lots of it back together, probably because they didn't want me scratching it. But of course the kit had to be fitted here anyway. The bumpers and everything was here, the spoiler, so they've just cracked on and got it fitted. All the door handles, locks are back in, all of the glass is back in. Now the rear glass, that's another story. It actually had the wrong rear glass in it, and I managed to find that one on eBay last minute, but we'll get into that later in the video. But guys, check that out. I'm so happy. We've got the panel beater that done all the filler work in the background, hiding, and we've got the painter behind me hiding, but nice one, mate. It looks incredible. Definitely a complete transformation. Let's get it back to the yard and get them horrible number plates off it. Guys, I know you've all been dying to see it, and I have actually just brought it to the yard for the first time. It's been sat in my garage for well over a week now since it come back from paint. The paint work on it is absolutely outstanding. Could not be happier with it. There's so much stuff still to put on it. I got really lucky when the guys did say they wanted to put this car back together for me, because they didn't want me to scratch it. So they've put all the glass in, all the wiper motors, the spoiler, the body kit, literally everything has been fitted. But the only thing we have got in the front is that driver's seat. So I do need to crack on and actually get all of this stuff back in. It is going to be, I'm going to try and get this finished in this video to the point where I'm happy and I can use this car. But it is still going to be a little bit of a rolling restoration. So I need to order these sound deadening pads and get those put down. A couple of little bits like these are cracking. I know that's not the end of the world, and we can just go over the top of that with some of that tape, but really if I can source a couple of those that are in lovely condition, it's going to be no hardship to swap them over. The rest of the interior is in beautiful condition, and apart from that driver's seat, I've actually had the back seats and the front seat, the other side, I've had them at the valeters and they have been properly shampooed and cleaned. So I've got all these little panels. You can see this one's a little bit cracked as well, so that's got to go on there. You kind of get a gist of what I'm saying. If I can get better ones, I will. If not, maybe we'll cover them in some new thin sound deadening. But it's all nice underneath here. Like I said, this car was restored quite a few years ago, and all of it was done. It's just, you know, it's probably 10 years ago since it was done, so that's why I only had the outside done, and obviously all the shuts under the bonnet is beautiful as well. It was already really nice, so didn't need doing. I know a lot of you did bring that up in a previous video. So quite a lot of stuff to put back on. All these pods for the parcel shelf, you can see all the rivets are still in there, so I need to chop those off. Make sure they don't fall inside the quarter panels, because they will cause havoc on your ears, keep rattling around. Guys, let's get straight on with it and try and get all these bits back together. There's also some good news here. I'm not going to say it's going to be really soon, but I've actually been storing all this stuff since I bought this car in September in the back of that motorhome. Now it is all out, we are going to get on with that at some point. Anyway, nice new battery there, square post from Tannar. They sent that out to me, so huge thank you to them. And I know a lot of people do still keep Instagramming me asking what the discount code is, so I'll put that up on screen now. Let's get on with it. So straight in with all those bits that I had on the floor. They're very easy, and they do just literally, you just put them on. There's no clips or anything holding them on. Then I ended up sat in the back of the car for over an hour getting these rivets out. They was a nightmare. The holes are quite big. I think they was about 6 mil, so they was the largest rivets I could actually get, and there was a lot of running around to get the new ones. Sorry, I sounded a little bit unenthusiastic in that last bit of video, and what it was, my father-in-law's actually been here. He's painting all the doors. He's doing a load of paint work for Chris. He's a painter. I was really embarrassed. Not embarrassed, I was really shy. I didn't want to record in front of him. Chris kept sniggering at me, laughing, and then he said to me, "Go on, Rob, are you going to record?" It just done me in a little bit. It has been so much work, guys. I stopped time-lapsing, literally trying to get all of this back together. But you can see, slowly but surely, I've been piecing all of this back together. I'm quietly confident we've got everything in now. I really want to vacuum underneath the seats, but quick demonstration here. I look like a fibber now. We've had a power cut. We got no power, so I think I'm going to be able to just bolt in those base parts there. Sorry, the back parts, and then I can lean them forward, vacuum it all out, and then actually stick the base in once the power comes back on, and I can vacuum all that out, because there is a lot of iron filings, of course, where I drilled out those old rivets and I've put all nice new ones in there. So I'll go and get the seats, we get them bolted in. I know that all the screws in the back of these seats, in fact guys, I'm going to show you, hold there one sec. So I actually had all this professionally detailed about a week ago, and it's been sat in the back of this van ever since. But if you look at the seats, guys, can you see they've all got the screws in them still, which is lovely. I've noticed there's a couple of very small bolts missing, and that's for the seatbelt anchors, but I'm sure I'll find them. Let's get these back seats in and get just that back piece and that back piece fitted. So in with the back seats, run back in there, nice new microfiber, just for the dust that was on the back of them. I know we're going to get it detailed, but I wanted to get the dust off of them. Any little gaps in there, once the seats are up together, you don't want it all full of, well, basically dust and debris, do you? But that's both of them in, and absolutely perfect, really coming together. This is how we know the power's back on, guys. Look at that. At least we can get on and get it vacuumed now and get the rest of it together. Those seats went in lovely. You would have seen that I left the bolts, all of them, actually bolted it in then folded the seats back, got them seated where they should be nicely, then nipped the screws up. So let's get Chris to turn that alarm off and carry on. So little vacuum out, now the power's back on, and we can continue on with like the boot carpet, those little black covers that go over the top of the turrets there, turret covers I suppose they're called, parcel shelving, more vacuuming out, and then passenger seating. And I think we are pretty much there with it. Right, no more time lapse, I promise. Dan and Chris are just packing up for the day, so I'm going to pack up as well. That is just my seat cover in there. It's quite nice actually, because it come with that. But as you can see, guys, it does need a professional detail. I am actually going to get that done. Once I've done all the little bits and pieces, our vacuum just won't get all those marks out. That needs a proper wash. But if you have a look at the passenger seat compared to the driver's seat hasn't been done yet. Look how nice that is compared to that. And the back seats went in okay as well, but because I've been touching it and I've got dirty hands, I should know better. I've put a little mark in it, so we get that wiped over when it's detailed anyway. But like I say, yeah, they're calling it a day, so I think tomorrow we do the door panels. There's a few more little poppers to find. You can see there's a couple missing out of there, but this car definitely come with all of the parts, and we still need to get those number plates sorted out. But guys, not a great deal of stuff left in the box. In that one there's just a new battery. I took this home with me earlier. I filled it up with water thinking that the car needed some water, but it was actually alright. It is on the button, starts up, but again, that metering unit still needs sorting out, doesn't it? So yeah, back in the morning. Guys, what an absolute tour. I forgot to do the final cutting before we headed off. We are going to MOT and to have the tyres done. Honestly, the smile on my face, this brings back so many memories. I'm so glad I bought this car. Door panels, of course, all back on. They are in beautiful condition. They do need a good valet though, as does the seat and the carpet. Anyway, let's get there, get the tyres fitted, get it all tracked up, get it balanced, and get an MOT on it so that we can start using this and putting some miles on it. Made it here, no problems, but did we ever have any doubt? Unfortunately though, Luke's come out the office, mega his era as well, and he can't stop staring at it. He's not even answering the phone. You're going to get in trouble, mate. No, they're going to fit the 4 tyres on it and the spare in the boot, but Luke noticed one of the wheels. Luke, come round here and you explain it, because he knows them a bit more than me. But is it this one or that one?
This one here. So the RS 1600i only had the Ford Motorsport on there, whereas the Series 1 Turbo had the part numbers.
Where that's been powder coated.
Where it's been powder coated, it's not the problem, whereas the other ones are. So the one we've took out the boot, I think we put that one on because you can see the Ford Motorsport a lot better in the part numbers. So
and have this one as a spare.
Put that one back as a spare. Yeah, we'll keep the tyre label on the spare for. I think that'll look good.
Yeah, look lovely in the boot. Thank you, mate. No, I'll leave you to it. Finally, guys, we're done. I actually nursed this over here at about 40 mile an hour. Just poodled over. He's done the MOT, and the only thing it actually failed the MOT. You can look it up. It's failed on emissions and it's carbon monoxide. Now it can be a maximum of 4. I don't understand all the terminology, but it's actually at 8. But fortunately, we're really close to the guy where I got it painted. This guy said to me, take it for a run, just open it up a little bit, but I didn't. I've just poodled it down to the paint shop where it got done. He knows his Fords inside out. He's popped the bonnet, gone in the metering unit, messed around. He's took a little 8mm out there, put an Allen key in, messed around with a mixture, come back, put it back on the emissions machine. It's now at 2. So it's 2 below what it should be. We've finally got an MOT. Let's actually head back to the yard now. We're all done. I've been here for quite some time. Slight change of plan there. You're watching this now, and I'm slotting this in the video. So right at the end of the video, you're going to see this with no stickers on. But Ken's back from holiday and he said, Rob, get it up here and I'll get it done before the video goes out. So he's got all the graphics on the table, ready to go. It's in safe hands. Bought a tripod up here. I've got to unfortunately pop off, but Ken's going to capture a bit of it for us. And I'll put Ken's link in the description. Does car wrapping, sign, do you do sign writing? Car wrapping, sign writing, signs, he does PPF, all that sort of stuff. He is actually going to be doing the PPF on Chris's Caterham at some point. We've just got to time down to a discounted day. I'm only joking, Ken. We'll leave it in your capable hands, mate. Measure twice, cut once. I suppose that's how the saying goes, but Ken does always get them absolutely bang on, finds out where they're meant to be and does it. It's final. When this sticker goes on the car, it's an exciting part for anyone because ultimately this is the end, guys, isn't it? The car's all painted, the stickers are going on, the new tyres are on there, and the outside of the car is going to look absolutely incredible. Couple more seconds here putting that little one on, then he'll roll back that tape and reveal that lovely, the RS one and only Series 1 graphics. There we go. And that is it. I absolutely don't think I could think of anything better than to end this video right here at the local pub. I've just ordered myself some ham, egg and chips. Claire's working late tonight and I thought I'm actually going to drive up and have my first use of this car. And like I said earlier, guys, I'm so happy with it. I really am. I know we've got the stickers to do, the graphics, and they haven't been done purely because the chap that's doing them said, Rob, I'm not doing them until the paint's been cured on the car for a good few weeks, because the gases that the paint releases actually causes problems with the stickers and could absolutely, you know, ruin the paintwork or ruin the stickers. We've got those nice 4 Michelin tyres on there, nice new one in the boot. The emissions are nice and low now, and believe it or not, you can actually tell the difference just by messing around with that screw. Has made so much difference in the way that the car drives. It seems to run a lot nicer. Not that it didn't run nice anyway. Again, let me just turn this round. There's loads of little bits I've got to do off camera, guys, isn't there? Like the stickers being one of them. And sorry, I'm going to put these on. The stickers, the door panels, I need to get quite a lot of stuff cleaned. There's the cam belt cover is off under the bonnet, and I've left it off because it's questionable. I don't know the history. I know it's been done at some point, but I don't actually know it's been done. So for peace of mind, I'm going to do cam belt, water pump, oil filter, just go right through it. But I couldn't be happier with it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, how much is it? How much do you want for it? How much does it cost you? And I never bought it for that. I bought it for me. When we moved into the house that we're in now, I actually sold one of these, and I never wanted to sell it, but I had to because I needed the money for that house. But now this car's all done. It's not for sale, but it's one of those, isn't it? If someone offers you stupid money, of course it'll have to go, but at the moment I'm just going to keep it. I'm going to enjoy it. And yeah, guys, that is the end of the video and the end of the series on the Series 1. I'm just going to put a little clip in the end here, just showing what this car was when we picked it up and various stages through it. As usual, we do hope you did enjoy it. Hit that thumbs up if you did. Again, drop your comments and your thoughts in the comment section. And if you haven't followed us already on Instagram, it's Salvage Rebuilds. And of course, you can follow Chris on his jollies at Salvage Rebuilds Chris. Like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you very soon in the next one.